Yo, 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 yo. Salute, salute, salute. What's going on, people? It's your boy Jay.Jordan back for another WNBA watch along. Hope everyone is doing well. Curtis, what's going on? Salute, salute. The Don on Twitch. Salute, salute to the TikTok, the Twitch, the YouTube gang. We are back for another one. All right. Today we got a battle for the top of the East here. We have the 8-4 New York Liberty currently on a 5-game winning streak, taking on the 8-3 Atlanta Dream. Both teams coming off of wins. New York beat Connecticut on, what day was that? Monday or Tuesday? Can't even remember when they played. And Atlanta beat Chicago on, what's today's Thursday? So on Tuesday they beat Chicago, I believe it was. Whatever day. Days are just jumbling together now. On TikTok BXB, I'm not showing the actual game. Just let you guys know that from now, if you're new to the channel, I will not be showing the live feed of the game on here. That's the quickest way to get my account deleted. So it'll be play-by-play and stats only. Will not be showing the actual game on the screen. All right, let's get into it. This game starts in about 3-ish minutes or so. They haven't started the broadcast. This game is on League Pass, so you will be able to find it there. All right, let's get into starting lineups for the visiting New York Liberty. They're going Pauline Astier, Marine Johannes, Leonie Fibich, Breanna Stewart, and Jonquel Jones. For the Atlanta Dream, they're going Jordan Canada, Allisha Gray, Rhyne Howard, Naz Hillman, and Angel Reese. Jonquel Jones missed the last game against the Connecticut Sun, the game she got her jersey retired and was unable to play, but the Liberty still ended up winning. Mads, what's going on? Sierra, what's going on? Two favorite teams. What's up, nephew? Emil, who's winning this one? I'm hoping the Liberty. I am hoping the Liberty. Need to remember this is a Commissioner's Cup game as well, so it counts double. It counts for their regular season record, and it counts for points in the Commissioner's Cup. So hoping the Liberty can get the win. Liberty currently undefeated in Commissioner's Cup play. Atlanta, I think, has one loss in Commissioner's Cup play, so it's this game is very crucial in that. Stand by, just trying to get something up right quick. Right, I thought I instituted a new bot on the channel, so hopefully the bot actually kicks in. Nah, Mads. No, Emil, just call me, just call me uncle, since I'm much older so I'm much older, so he called me uncle one time and it's stuck. There's a Nightbot. There we go. Nightbot should be kicking in shortly with a lot of these comments. So trying to institute some new things here on the channel. All right, broadcast has started live from Atlanta. First matchup of the season between these two teams, so it should be a good one. I pulled out this poll so I could start it. Who wins this game? Put it in the comments if you're on TikTok and Twitch. Poll is going up on YouTube here. Liberty or Dream? Starting the poll here. So Liberty are 3-0 in Commissioner's Cup play with wins against the Fever, Tempo, and Connecticut. Atlanta beat Washington, Chicago, and Connecticut. I think they lost to Indiana, maybe? I can't remember the team they lost to in Commissioner's Cup play. I know Mads, but you know the youngins be calling people Unk all the damn time, so I guess I'm Unk. Yes, I am Unk. All right, started that poll. Let me know who you think will win this game between Atlanta and New York. Angel Reese in the last 2 games averaging 17.5 points and 17 rebounds. She's unstoppable grabbing those rebounds, and then the points are coming along with it as well. Breanna Stewart in the last 2 games averaging 29 points and 8.5 rebounds. So it's a battle of the 2 forwards in tonight's game. Lego Fred, salute. My man speaking German or Dutch. Wait, what are you speaking? I think that's German. It definitely looks German. Salute, salute. All right, this game is about to get started. The game is on League Pass. I'll keep you updated on the other game that is currently going on between the Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever. As you can see at the bottom of your screen, Chicago is Dutch. Got you, Lego Fred. Salute, salute. Chicago is currently getting smacked up by Indiana 31-16. All right, enough of me talking. This game about to get tipped off. Angel Reese versus Jonquel Jones for the tip. I need to make sure I log in on my Liberty app to get some points for watching this game. And we are off, people. Game has kicked off. And the Liberty win the tip. Leonie Fiebich with the ball, guarded by Naz Hillman to start off. Ball over to Breanna Stewart, guarded by Rhyne Howard. Finds Marine Johannes, top of the key. Drives right, goes to the basket, right-hand scoop, and score. Marine Johannes on the board quickly. And then runs into Naz Hillman, trying to run back down. Liberty on the board early. Ball in play with Rhyne Howard. Howard picks up her dribble over to Canada. Canada back to Howard. Left side to Allisha Gray. She drives right, steps back for three over Marine, off the front of the rim, and Jonquel Jones with the rebound. Jonquel Jones running the floor, gets it over to Pauline. The rookie out of France, having a good season so far, has been starting in place of the injured Sabrina as Jonquel pulls up for three, off the front of the rim. Allisha Gray with the rebound. Allisha Gray, top of the key, guarded by Stewie, picks up her dribble, finds Jordan Canada, who goes behind the back, finds Angel Reese in the corner. She can hit that shot, but she misses that one. And Leonie Fiebich with the rebound. Over to Pauline, finds Leo, down to Stewie. Pass was a little too high, but Stewie manages to save it. No, she doesn't. Rhyne Howard picks it up, and Stewie's in the backcourt. They have numbers if they want it. Allisha Gray goes downhill. Jonquel Jones with the block. And Allisha Gray's on the floor in the backcourt. And Liberty have numbers if they want it, but they slow it down. Over to Leo. Finds Stewie. Oh, Stewie for three. Can she hit one? No, she can't. Jonquel Jones, offensive rebound. Throws it out to Stewie. Finds Marine. Walks into a three, and it's too strong. Pauline gets another offensive rebound. Pauline to the basket, attacks, throws it out to Leonie Fiebich. This time, left corner three, and third time's a charm for the Liberty. And Leonie Fiebich cashes out from three. It's 5-0 New York. Ball over to Rhyne Howard. Liberty up 5-0. All courtesy of Marine Johannes. Finds Naz Hillman in the left corner. Back out to Howard. Over to Canada. Canada attacks Pauline. Stabs, tries to go up under. Keeps her pivot. Goes up and gets blocked, but they call a foul on Pauline. She bailed her out there. I didn't know if that was really a foul, but she got bailed out. So Jordan Canada will go to the line for the first free throws of tonight's game. Let me make sure I'm checking in for this game here on the Liberty app. Need to get my points up. Check in. Yep, I'm watching. We in the building. As Canada misses, ball don't lie. She misses the first free throw. So, sorry, I said Marine has all five. Leo has three, and Marine has two. That was an error on my part. Canada at the line for the first free throw. On the second free throw, and she knocks it down. First basket or point of the game for Atlanta. It's 5-1. Ball with Leonie Fiebich. Finds Breanna Stewart at the three-point line, guarded by Fiebich. Finds Jonquel Jones. Pump fakes for three. Tries to drive. Angel Reese guarding her. Hands it off to Pauline. Pauline drives right. Pauline goes baseline, takes the bump, goes up and scores. And Pauline Astier with the score. That's her first points of the game. Naz Hillman. She walks into a three. Too strong. Jonquel Jones with the rebound. JJ back in the lineup after missing last game with an illness. And she's already racking up the rebounds here. Pauline with the ball. Comes off the screen going left. Finds Stewie on the roll. Stewie gets fouled on the layup attempt. And she'll go to the line for the Liberty's first free throws of the game. Pauline said, all right, you drew the foul on me last time. I'm going right back at you. And I'm scoring this time. Let me show you how you really do it. Stewie at the line. First free throw is up. And it rolls off. Gotta make your free throws. Got to make your free throws. Stewie's second free throw is up, and she knocks down the second. Score is 8-1 New York. Rhyne Howard with possession here. Guarded by Marine. Finds Angel. at the semicircle right by the 3-point line. She tries to drive. She does drive, goes up, and lays it in over Jonquel Jones. And Angel Reese is on the board, 8-3. I see what you did there, Kyle. Salute, salute. Jonquel tries to get some get back, and she says, all right, you want to score to 2? I can knock down to 3. JJ for 3. She's on the board now. 11-3 New York. Canada over to Rhyne Howard. Howard with the ball, guarded by Pauline. Already playing with a foul. Gets it back to Canada. Canada goes corner to Reese. She hesitates for 3. She drives into the basket, takes the bump, throws up the layup, and it rolls off. We'll go to the line for 2 free throws. First foul of the game on Jonquel Jones. So Angel Reese at the line for 2 free throws. First one is up. She knocks it down. Angel Reese. Second one is up, and it rattles out. Breanna Stewart with the rebound. And it's 11-4 New York. Stewie crosses half court. Gets it over to Jonquel at the 3. Top of the key here. Finds Leonie Febich. No hesitation for 3. It's short. And Canada with the rebound. Canada pushing in transition. Canada gets into the paint. Throws it out to Hillman. Back to Canada, left side. Finds Angel Reese, left side of the court. She faces up on Jones. Angel Reese pulls up for the midi. Bounces off the rim 3 times. And Stewie with the rebound. Gets it over to Marine. Marine over to Jonquel. Jonquel goes a little behind the back. Tries to drop it off for Marine. And it's a silly turnover there. Try to get a little too fancy. And that's the second turnover of the game for the Liberty. 11-4, approaching the halfway point of the first quarter. Liberty up 11-4 as Canada has the ball right side of the 3-point line. Gets it over to Howard. Howard comes off the screen, shoots to 3, bounces off the rim twice, and Breanna Stewart with the rebound. Over to Pauline. Pauline gets it to Marine. Over to Jonquel. Jonquel, guarded by Angel Reese, spins back into the paint. Stops, nowhere to go. Throws it out to Pauline with 8 on the shot clock. Pauline, right to left crossover into the paint. Stops, turnaround jumper is off to the left. Good defense there by the Dream. Canada with the rebound. That offensive possession got stagnated there when Jonquel got into the paint. Canada stops, throws up the floater, can't get it to go. Pauline with the rebound. 5 minutes to go here in the first. New York up 11-4. Pauline into the paint, throws it out to Marine. Left side to JJ, down to Stewie. Stewie, cross court to Leo. Leo in the right corner with 8 on the clock. She shoots the 3, bounces around twice and off. She didn't look comfortable shooting that one. So the offenses have slowed down a little bit as they get the ball down to Naz Hillman, and she lays it in. 11-6. Ball in play here with Marine. She comes across half court. Waits for the screen, gets the screen from Stewie. Marine stops, pump fakes, goes over to Leo. Leo takes another 3, and it's too strong. Canada with the rebound. Liberty offense has got cold here now. Atlanta looking to cut into this deficit. Ball down to Reese, guarded by Stewie. She reverses, goes up. Ball gets slapped away, and it goes out of bounds. And a timeout has been called. So as we go to our first time out of the game, Liberty up 11-6. Con Landing, they won't do that because they're not really affiliated with the Knicks anymore. They're affiliated with the Nets. The Knicks ownership gave them away, so that'll be a slap in the face to the team that the ownership group that bought them and gave them brand new life, you know? So they'll do it in spurts, but I don't think that'll become their permanent uniform. Ophelia on TikTok, salute. Who I got? As you can see, I'm a Liberty fan, so I ride with the gang all day. So I'm going Liberty. All right, so pretty good game so far. Liberty got out to a hot start. Offense got a little cold here in the last couple minutes, but they still have a 5-point lead. Every starter has scored at least 1 point. Still in the commercial here for the Atlanta Dream. You got 2 from Hillman, 3 from Reese, and 1 from Jordan, Canada. Rhyne Howard and Allisha Gray yet to score in this one. Salute to everyone hanging out on the watch along this evening. Busy day in the W. I think we got about 4 games on the docket today. Yeah, 4 games on the W schedule today. We got Chicago and Indiana going on right now. That game is on Prime Video. That game, Indiana's up 35-20 in the second quarter. At 9 p.m. Eastern, we have Phoenix and Dallas. And at 10 p.m. Eastern, we have Vegas and Portland. So, Jer Bear, salute, salute. You feeling New York? I hope they could pull it off. Hope they could pull it off. Talking about that next game, I was there last night for work, and boy, when that comeback was happening, I could not believe it. That was an insane game last night. Insane game. Right, broadcast is back. They talking about Angel Reese and her, Rhyne Howard, excuse me, and her sneakers dedicated to a family member. It looks like Nas Hillman has them on too. The left shoe is purple, the right shoe is blue. You got 2 people courtside at the game with Knicks jerseys on talking about the Knicks. That's pretty funny. We have some substitutions here in the game. What a play off the inbound. Angel Reese gets wide open for a layup. And it's 11-8. Last 5 possessions for New York, 0 for 5 and a turnover. Benijah Hamilton's in the game, gets it over to Breanna Stewart. Satu Sabali is also in the game as well. And a bad pass by Breanna Stewart and another turnover here. So 6 possessions, 2 turnovers, 0 for 5. Atlanta with a chance to get within 1 or tie with a 3 here. Tahina Pow's in the game. Finds Rhyne Howard on a roll. But bolt pass was a little too far. Rhyne Howard gets it out to Reese. Back to Rhyne Howard. Howard pulls up for 3 in the tie. 3 in the tie. And the game is tied at 11. Liberty turnover starting to get to him. And has let Atlanta back in the game. Benijah Hamilton with the ball. Gets it over to Stewie. Stewie drives right. Gets it over to Marine. Guarded by Borlaise. Marine over to Stewie. Stewie, mid-range jumper is up and can't get it to go. Liberty offense has gotten cold. That was a good wide open look there. Tahina Pow with the ball. Drives left. Gets into the paint. Throws it out to Hillman. Finds Reese. Right side of the court. Reese attacks Jonquel. Goes into the paint. That was a travel. And they do call it. I didn't know if they were going to call it. They called the travel. So let's see if the Liberty can snap this cold streak. Rhyne Howard, 400th career 3-point field goal made for Rhyne Howard. Ball and play here with Pauline. Gets it over to Satu. 8-0 run by Atlanta. Satu gets left wide open for 3, and it drops in, and she kills that cold streak for the Liberty. 14-11. Honshu is checked in for Jonquel Jones at that last break. Tahina Pow with the ball. She pulls up for a 3 for the tie, and she cashes out for 3 on the right wing and ties it back up at 14. Pauline Astier with the ball. Right to left crossover, gets into the paint, throws it out to Benijah Hamilton for 3, and she shoots way over the rim. Rebecca Gardner gets the offensive rebound, throws it out to Satu, wide open for 3, and Satu back-to-back 3s for her. She's 6 points in the game, 2 for 2 from 3. 17-14. Pow gets it over to Reese. Reese might have traveled again, but she goes up, quick scoops it, and scores again. So it's Angel Reese, who's the offensive engine for this team so far. It's 17-16. Satu over to Pauline. Pauline gets the screen from Honshu. Pauline to the basket. Goes up, and they call a foul on Angel Reese. So Pauline Astier will go to the line for 2 free throws. So Pauline Astier at the line, the rookie out of France. First free throw is up, and she rattles it in. Medina Okot and Allisha Gray check in for the Dream. Reese and Howard go to the bench. Second free throw for Pauline, and she knocks down both. Liberty back up by 3. Rebecca Gardner is in the game for the Liberty as well. Guarded full court, guarding Tahina Pow Pow. Allisha Gray with the ball. Finds Borlaise. Borlaise wide open for 3. Too strong. Beck Gardner with the rebound. Gets it over to Benijah Laney Hamilton. Left side of the court. She slows it down. Over to Han Shu. Back to Benijah. Benijah drives left. Comes back right. Gets it over to Satu. On an island with Hillman. Finds Han Shu in the post against Medina Okot. Shoots over her. Too strong. Fight for the rebound. Pauline taps it out to Benijah. Shot clock resets. Offensive rebound here for the New York Liberty. Something they struggle with. As Pauline tries to get downhill. Throws it out to Satu with 5 on the clock. Goes behind the back. Has to throw it up. Too strong. Good defense there by the Dream. They shut that possession down. As Allisha Gray goes coast to coast. Stops. Floaters up. Can't get it to go. And they're going to review this. They stop play and they're going to review this one. So showing the replay. Oh, it's Beck Gardner went for the contest, excuse me, when she was going back for the rebound or looking at the basket when her hand came down and like booped her on her forehead. And her glasses flew off. So I don't think it was going to get upgraded to a flagrant. But we'll see what the referees decide here. It hit her. She like palmed her on her forehead. That's what it looked like to me. What do you think, Mads? You think she forcefully came down on her forehead? Oh, that's funny. Stewie had all South Carolina gear on. I guess they said she lost a bet during the NCAA season, so she came all dressed out in South Carolina gear. You call that a light slap? Okay. She lightly slapped her on her forehead. Listen, I know as somebody with glasses, when you get hit, if you get tapped in the face, the glasses fly off. It makes it look so much worse. All right, so they say it's a common foul. No upgrade here, just a common foul. So she ends up getting 2 free throws, even though the call was after the Liberty had the rebound, which is interesting. So Allisha Gray at the line for 2 free throws. First free throw is up, and she knocks down the first free throw. The second free throw is up, and she misses the second. Rebound goes to Satu Sabali. So it's 19-17, under a minute to go here in the first quarter. Liberty got out to a decent-sized lead. Atlanta has clawed back, and it's a kick ball by Atlanta on that pass from Pauline to Han Shu. I think with Honshu, you can't bounce pass. You just gotta throw it high. She's damn near 7 foot tall. Pauline gets it into Honshu, guarded by Okot. Oh, finds Beck Gardner on a curl to the basket. What a pass from Shu to Gardner, and Gardner lays it in with the left. 40 seconds to go here in the first. Jordan Canada with the ball. Attacks right, gets cut off. Dribbles back out to 3, over to Rhyne Howard, who's checked back in. Back to Canada. Canada with 10 on the shot clock. Canada gets into the paint, throws it out. Rhyne Howard saves it, almost went out of bounds. Allisha Gray with the ball, 5 on the clock. Allisha Gray goes up, jumper is up, and she shoots over Gardner and scores. 21-19. Shot clock is off here. Liberty will play for 1 possession. Pauline at half court, guarded by Canada. Shu comes to set the screen. Pauline drives left, comes back right, gets it over to Satu. Satu drives left with 3 on the clock, finds Benija. Benija has to get it up, and she doesn't even have no shot clock awareness. She makes the basket, but it's way too late. And that's how the first ends. At the end of 1, Liberty up 21-19. 21-19. At the end of the first. All right, let's take a look at the box score to see how both teams are playing so far. 21-19, as I mentioned, this is a Commissioner's Cup match. Liberty up 3-0, R3-0 in Commissioner's Cup group play. Atlanta is 3-1. So 21-19 at the end of the first. For the Liberty, you got Breanna Stewart, 7 minutes, 1 point, 3 rebounds. Leonie Fevich with 3 points on 1 of 4 shooting. Excuse me. We have 3 for Jonquel Jones with 3 rebounds and a block. You have Marine Johannes, had the first point of the game with 2. And Pauline Astier with 4 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Off the bench, you got Satu Sabali with 6 and Beck Gardner with 2. Liberty shooting 39% from the field, 33% from 3, and 75% from the line. Liberty already gotten up 12 threes in that first quarter. For Atlanta, you got Naz Hillman with 2. You got 7 for Angel Reese with 2 rebounds. She's their leading scorer. You got 3 from Allisha Gray, 1 from Canada, and 3 from Rhyne Howard. Off the bench, Tahina Pau with 3. They're shooting 44%. 29% from 3, however, and 3 for 6 from free throw line. Toronto. Atlanta has 1 turnover. The Liberty has 3. Let's see if they can continue to limit these turnovers, because last game they had like 11 or 12 at halftime. So let's see what they can do in the second half. Oh, whoops, my bad. Oh. There we go. Put that there. All right, salute to everyone hanging out on the watch along. Appreciate you guys tuning in for some Thursday night WNBA action. Looks like Chicago's cutting into that deficit. They're only down by 6 now against Indiana Fever. 46-40 is the score there. So we are currently at halftime. You're not missing anything. If you like this type of content, make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Salute to everyone tuned in for the last one between the Wings and the Lynx. Really good game there. Well, it wasn't a really good game. I think the Lynx pretty much put Belta behind out there. But we saw some good play from Olivia Miles, who at the moment is looking like the rookie of the year. So according to the broadcast, they won't Atlanta and New York won't face again until the final week of the regular season. Anyways, yeah, September 21st and 23rd. That's crazy. Ball goes into Rhyne Howard. She catches the lob and puts it in. I think the Liberty ran the zone there. I looked away for a quick second. And it's 21-21. Leonie Fevich over to Satu Sabali. Satu on the drive. Satu into the paint, goes up and gets blocked. I don't know if it was by Reese or Kone, but it might have been a double block there. And the Dream have the ball. Rhyne Howard, transition three is up. And the Dream have their first lead of the game. 24-21, Rhyne Howard buries the three. Defense to offense there for the Dream. Ball over to Honshu at the three-point line. Honshu finds Jonquel Jones. She has to take the dribble. She goes up, uses her size, and scores on Reese. 24-23. Got Canada with the ball. Ball over to Allisha Gray, who gets it back to Canada. Canada on the drive. Canada gets to the lane, throws it out to Reese. Reese wide open for three, and she's off. I think the Liberty will live with that, but they got to get those rotations settled. They have Jones and Honshu on the court. Double big lineup as Allisha Gray fouls Pauline Estier. So it'll be sideline out of bounds here, I believe, for the Liberty. So Satu Sabali will go to the bench here. Pauline to inbound. Pauline gets it into Leonie Fibic. Gets it over to Pauline. Pauline pump fakes for three, but traveled. Shuffled the feet there. And a turnover already for the Liberty. Ball in play with Atlanta. Jordan Canada in possession. Gets it over to Allisha Gray. Allisha Gray drives right. Allisha Gray gets downhill, goes up, falls away, can't get it to go. Loose ball, fight for the rebound, and Allisha Gray gets it away from Honshu. Over to Sika Kone. Pump fakes for three. He drives into the paint. Sika Kone goes, spins, goes up. Jonquel Jones with the block, and Pauline secures it. Jonquel with two blocks already. Finds Breanna Stewart, goes up. Oh, she had the wide open shot. Try to pass it to Honshu, and it's a turnover again. Jordan Canada on the go, goes up, lays it up, and they call a foul on Leonie Fibic. So Liberty, the turnover starting to pile up. Stewie with the easiest shot she'll probably have all game, and tries to pass it late to Honshu, and it ends up being a turnover. So Jordan Canada at the line for 2 free throws. First one is up and good. Naz Hillman checks in. Isabel Borlaise checks in as well. Canada at the line for the second free throw, and she knocks down both. Dream up 26-23. Breanna Stewart with the ball. Gets it over to Honshu. Honshu gets it over to Jonquel. Jonquel at the top of the key here. Jonquel drives right, goes into the paint, spins. She's wide open if you spun back the other way. Gets it over to Stewie. Stewie on the drive, goes up, and another block. Rhyne Howard this time with the block. Rhyne Howard over to Borlaise. Borlaise transition three is good. And a timeout called by Chris DeMarco. Dream with their biggest lead of the game, 29-23. So timeout called by New York. Dream on a run here. They have their biggest lead of the night. Outscoring the Liberty 10-2 in the quarter. So the Liberty, this double big lineup isn't working that great. The spacing doesn't look too good. Rhyne Howard is able to cheat over on Breanna Stewart's drive, gets the weak side block, and in transition, Borlaise ends up wide open for the three. Leading scorers in the game, Rhyne Howard with 8 points for the Dream. Jonquel Jones with Satu Sabali with 6 points for the Liberty. Hey Liz, what's going on? Salute, salute. Hope all is well. Hope all is well. Salute to everyone on TikTok, Twitch, YouTube. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Make sure you leave a like, a follow, subscribe, share. We're here on the channel all season long. Raphael says, let's go Liberty, lock in like the Knicks. Hey, salute for the jewels. Raphael, salute, salute. Move this down here so I can see it better. 8-4 is definitely not bad, but they need to be able to beat good teams. And they've lost to Golden State. They've lost to Dallas. And they lost to Portland. Who else they lost to? Can't even remember. I put the losses out of my mind. Oh, we lost to the Fire twice. That's what it was. All right, so broadcast is coming back. They're showing that last replay here of the block to the 3-point shot. What's up, Jeremiah? Salute, salute. Liberty basketball. Let's see what they can do here out of that timeout. Marine Johannes back in the game. She gets downhill, tries to get it to Marine Fatooks, the developmental player. Try to do a nice France-to-France connection. Canada gets a hand on it. Stewie gets it over to Jonquel. Jonquel finds Leonie Fibich with 10 on the clock. Finds Marine Johannes. Fall away jump shot is short, and they call a foul on Borlase on the shot. So Marine Johannes will go to the line for 2 free throws. Yeah, flights are not looking good, Mads, at all. Flights are, they say fuel is up, so flights are up. So Marine Johannes at the line. First free throw is up. Knocks it down. Marine second free throw is up. And she buries it. Scores 29-25. And it's dream ball. Liberty go into some full court defense here. Ball over to Reese, who gets it to Canada. Canada finds Naz Hillman. Naz Hillman back to Reese. Liberty in a bit of a zone here now. That's Canada with the ball. Canada finds Borlase. Borlase pump fakes. Steps through. Hands it off to Reese. Oh, Reese might have traveled. They don't call it. Out to Howard for 3. And it's off. Jonquel with the rebound. So the zone sort of threw the dream off a bit. Let's see if the Liberty can capitalize. Stewie against Rhyne Howard. Ball away jump shot. Tough one is good for Breanna Stewart. Her first field goal, I believe, of the game. And it's a 2-point game. 29-27. Dream inbound the ball here. 29-27 is the score. 6.5 to go here in the second quarter. Canada with the ball. Oh, turns the rookie around. Finds Angel Reese in the corner. Reese for 3. And they just let her have it. And she's short. Rebound to Jonquel Jones. Jones with the ball. Gets it over to Stewie. Stewie in the post against Rhyne Howard. Goes across the lane. Gets the ball almost stripped. She gets it. Loose ball on the floor. And it's a jump ball. That's where I want to see Breanna Stewart make a better decision there. Rhyne Howard is a good defender. You're trying to go across the lane with the ball low. She gets a hand on it. Walter says, do you think Seattle getting Baltimore? What you talking about, Walter? You doing baseball talk? Seattle and Baltimore? So it's a jump ball here between Breanna Stewart and I don't know who will be. Is it? Oh, it is Rhyne Howard. So Breanna Stewart and Rhyne Howard. So we don't got hops like that anymore. So I figured she would lose, and she does lose the jump ball. Ball with Borlase over to Angel Reese. Reese gets it to Canada. Stewie's legs, she don't have no lift. So she was definitely losing that jump ball. Kick ball by Leonie Fibich on that entry pass. Dream get ball sideline out of bounds. 14 on the clock. So Rhyne Howard to inbound. Rhyne Howard gets it into Hillman. Hillman gets it over to Canada. Canada, with a head of steam, gets down, stops, tries to throw it out, does throw it out to Hillman for three, and she's short. Fight for the rebound. It's just dancing along the baseline. And then Marine just throws a loose one-handed pass and hits it off the side of the backboard. Oh, Marine. I love you, girl. I love you. So ball goes back to the Dream. So Rhyne Howard and Jordan Canada to the bench. Pow and Allisha Gray check in. So that was another turnover for the Liberty. They had 3 in the first quarter. They're racking them up now. Allisha Gray throws it out to Borlase. Borlase with the ball. She dribbles left. Borlase into the paint, goes across. They just let her through, and she lays it in. So Izzy Borlase with the layup and scores. Fatooks over to Jonquel. Finds Breanna Stewart wide open. Nice slip screen, and it goes for Breanna Stewart. Big to big pass there. And it's back to a 2-point game. Angel Reese with the ball. Angel Reese settles for a mid-range jump shot. This time it bounces twice. Jonquel Jones, another rebound. She's up to 6 rebounds on the game. Breanna Stewart, cross court to Jonquel. Transition 3, Jonquel, and she knocks it down for the lead. And the Liberty retake the lead, 32-31. J.J., 2 threes in this game. And the Liberty retake the lead here. I think the Liberty are fine with Angel Reese taking outside jump shots, because it leads to, more often than not, it's been leading to misses in this game. Liberty capitalized on that opportunity. So let's take a look at the box score while we have some time here. 32-31. Liberty were getting outscored. I think it was 10-2 in the quarter. Liberty have come back, made it a 12-11 quarter. Take a look here. Breanna Stewart with 5 points. You got 5 points, 3 rebounds. She does have 3 turnovers. She has to limit her turnovers. Leonie Fevich with 3. You got 8 for Jonquel Jones with 6 rebounds. She's on double-double watch already. 4 for Marine and 4 for Pauline. Off the bench, you still have Sabali with 6. Beck Gardner with 2. For Atlanta, you got 2 for Hillman, 7 for Reese, 3 for Gray and Canada, 8 for Rhyne Howard. On the bench, you got Sika Kone and Okot with none. You got 3 for Pow and 5 for Izzy Borlase out of Australia. They're shooting 41% from the field and 31% from 3. What's up, Ophelio on TikTok? Yeah, this is a good game so far. Back and forth. Liberty had a 6-point lead, then they lost it. Dream had a 6-7 point lead, and now I didn't mean it like that, but you know what I'm trying to say. And they lost it. So back and forth affair so far down in Atlanta. Let me see if I can switch this broadcast to the Liberty broadcast. I don't want to hear Atlanta folk talk. No offense. My girl Roz probably on the broadcast. Roz and Chris Sheeran. Watch live. See. Damn, I shouldn't have backed out. Now I can't get back in. That's what I get for talking smack about Atlanta. Watch live. There we go. All right, let's go back to Liberty. Liberty. All right, cool. We good now. Yeah, Mads, they letting Reese develop that jumper. Liberty have 8 assists on 11 made field goals. There we go. Ball back in play here with Atlanta. Gets it over to Allisha Gray. Liberty in a bit of a 2-3 zone right now. They leave Tahina Pow wide open for three. They get lucky. She misses. Satu with the rebound. And they call a foul on Okot. Damn, it's not my girl, Roz. It's Chris Sharon and Dominique Patrick here on. They're going to review this again. We have another review here to see if Satu Sabali threw an elbow. Jeez. Yeah, coach only wears suit at home, it appears, Mads. I think he only wears the suit at the crib. Yeah. So Satu Sabali gets the rebound. Tries to clear out, and then it looks like she may get a flagrant for that. It doesn't connect. It probably grazes Okot, but they're gonna probably say that was intentional or unnecessary or whatever they say. Nah, not when I'm on live. I don't stream the game on Discord. Music lit. When I'm live, I don't stream the games on Discord. But join the Discord. Link is in the YouTube description. Maybe when I'm not on live, I'll be putting the games in there. I think I put both games in there yesterday. So I try to, as long as I'm free to put the game in there or I'm not busy working, I'll make sure y'all are able to watch in there. It's free, totally free. Just a place for you to watch and talk with other W fans. So if you feel so inclined, make sure you join it. All right, we're in another review here for that last play. That's why these W games have been I've been doing that. Sierra said I did, but everyone watched the Knicks. I mean, I don't blame you. I wasn't watching no games yesterday. I was watching that game. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, helps the channel out tremendously. There's other games going on at the moment. We got Indiana up only 5 now, 50-45 on Chicago. That third quarter just started about 2 minutes ago. And we have 2 more games to come here. So they still haven't given the call. The broadcast is back, but we still don't have the call here. Oh, this thing, I think this got reset. Stand by. I don't want to spoil the score. Why is it showing me the score? I have to... I need to put ATL here. There we go. Interesting. There we go. I don't want to spoil the scores for us. So they're still just looking at the play over and over. So we'll see what the resolution is. Jeez. They're still reviewing this. This game ain't going none. What's up, Chemo? Salute. Yeah, Liz, I was there. I was there on work. Yesterday, so I was able to watch that historic game in person, which was dope. They call a tech on Sabali, so no flagrant, just a tech. So, but that's still giving away free points. Turtle said, "Who I got in the other game? I'm still gonna stick with Indiana in that other game." Yeah, Liz, I'm not even I'm a New Yorker, but I'm not a fan. Oh, if Rhyne Howard misses the tech, we'll take it. But I'm not a fan of the Knicks. My team's the Heat. But even when that was happening, I was just in disbelief. It was dope to see and experience in person. But I'm done for the finals. I got no more games to go to. Wow. So Rhyne Howard wasn't in the game. She came and took the free throw. She missed, so it didn't count. So Allisha Gray comes in and she takes the free throw and makes it. That's crazy. That's foul. They got away with one there. And Chris DeMarco does not agree. Chris DeMarco said no effing way. They really try to finesse and it didn't work and they still benefited. Anyway, scores tied at 32. Over to Satu Sabali. Satu down to Breanna Stewart, guarded by Allisha Gray. And it's a foul on Allisha Gray on the reach-in. Nah, that's crazy. I never seen that before. That was crazy. Oh yeah, Chemo. That was like a slow car crash. Oh, Jonquel Jones with the ball. Oh. With 10 on the shot clock, gets it over to Marine for Tooks. Marine with 6 on the clock. Marine loses the ball to Tahina Pow Pow. Oh, so Liberty turnover starting to pile up again. Hillman wide open, gets it over to Pow Pow. Pow Pow pump fakes for 3 into the lane, throws up the floater. Can't get it to go. Jonquel with the rebound. Dream lead the league in steals per game, averaging 9.4. Satu with the ball. Gets it over to Breanna Stewart in the post. She drives baseline. Goes up. Reverses. Hook shot is good. Liberty retake the lead. 34-32. Tahina Pow Pow with the ball. Gets it over to Hillman. Hillman over to Allisha Gray. Comes off the curl. Allisha Gray stops. Throws up the floater. And they call a foul on Marine Johannes. So we have 2 Marines on the court right now. Both from France. And Marine J gets the foul. First free throw is up for Allisha Gray. And she misses. Ball don't lie. I mean, sometimes the ball do be lying. But in this situation, the ball don't lie. Allisha Gray at the line for the second free throw. And she misses both. Let's go. And Breanna Stewart with the rebound. Marine F with the ball. Over to Marine J. Johannes with the ball. Gets it to Marine F. Jeez, I gotta be specific. Marine with the ball. Marine Johannes floater in the lane and she floats it in. Usually Marine tries to pass out of those little floaters, but she knocks that one down. Liberty up 4, 36-32. And oh, Liberty almost get the steal. Tatu with a nice deflection there. Yeah, you seen that, Zay? Marine barely touched her and she was over here falling away like she got pushed, but we move. We move. I like Allisha Gray when my team's not playing her though. So it is what it is. Angel Reese is checked back into the game. Canada comes off the screen, snakes it, pulls up for the midi, and it's short. Fight for the rebound. Jonquel boxing out, gets the rebound. That's her 8th rebound of the game. Jonquel. Oh, she tried to pass it. Angel Reese with the steal and a foul there by Jonquel Jones. So Angel Reese. Another turnover by the Liberty. It's just like ridiculous at this point. It's 9 turnovers. They had 6 turnovers in this quarter. I don't understand it. So it's a transition take foul. The Liberty are good for doing those. They turn the ball over and then foul. And you can't do that anymore. Transition take foul for the Dream. And Rhyne Howard knocks down the first free throw. Oh, boy. 36-33. Canada with the ball. Finds Rhyne Howard. And Satu almost pokes it away again. And they say it stays with Atlanta. Liberty could get rid of the turnovers, they would be an excellent team, but they just can't get out of their own way. Rhyne Howard comes off the screen. Hezzy move, drives left. Good D by Pauline. Ryan shoots over her, can't get it to go. Angel Reese with the putback, and they call an offensive foul going the other way. So the basket does not count. And they're going to review it. Atlanta's going to review it. They took a while to get that ball in the place to be inbounded. Angel Reese was imploring her coaching staff to review it. But the Liberty have a 3-point lead here. We have another review on our hands. So they're showing the replay now. Let me see what happened, if they would actually play the play. So I don't see a foul. So I think, I mean, unless there was something on the other angle, let's see. Still can't see it there. They're just focused on the they're focused on the ball there, so we couldn't see the angle, but I didn't see anything there in any of those replays. But that's the thing with Stewie. Stewie doesn't have lift. So even though she gets the box out right, she's just trying to use her arms to grab the ball instead of actually jumping. And it doesn't pay off most times against a younger, more athletic player. But we're in another review here, as we try to figure out what the call is. I don't really see a foul there, in my opinion, in my unbiased opinion on that play. Oh, are they saying that she hooked her arm? Did she hook her arm with the left arm? I don't know. They're still trying to figure it out here, but we'll see. What they're still trying to figure out if the basket counts or the foul is on Angel Reese. So we're still trying to figure that out. The referees are reviewing the play. He said Reese can't rebound tonight. What she got? She got 2 rebounds. I mean, the Liberty have been doing pretty good at rebounding tonight. They're winning that battle 24-10. So you got 8 from Jonquel and 6 from Pauline, 4 from Breanna Stewart. So the starters are doing a great job rebounding the ball from all positions. Jeez, this game ain't going to end until all 10 o'clock at this rate. 11 o'clock. As they said, I think her hook is unintentional. The challenge was unsuccessful, so she did all that imploring of her coach to review it, and it ends up being a foul anyway. So they have no more challenges for the rest of the game. So to take those 2 points off the board, I don't even know if they put it on, but take the 2 points off the board for Angel Reese. The foul puts the Liberty at the free throw line because they're in the bonus now, and Breanna Stewart is at the line for free throws. Breanna Stewart, first free throw is up and good. Second free throw is up, and Stewie knocks down both. Liberty up 38-33, 5-point lead, giving a little full court pressure here. Gets it over to Izzy Borlase. Borlase on the drive into the paint. Throws it out to Canada. Canada. Oh, no, my stream froze. Canada with the ball. Come on. There we go. Gets it down to Reese. Reese spins, goes up on Satu, and gets it right back and scores. And she'll go to the line for the 3-point play. So Angel Reese gets it right back. So Canada throws it into Reese. And she basically just gets in the paint, seals Satu under the basket, and lays it in and makes the free throw. So it's a 2-point game, 38-36. Bebic over to Marine Johannes. Johannes on the drive, blows by Borlase, goes up, Statue of Liberty finish, and scores. Isabel Borlase, that's kangaroo meat out there. And that's the second time Marine has got the better of her. But Rhyne Howard says, shut up, I'm going to get up for my teammate, ties the game, or gets within 1, I should say. It's 40-39. Pauline with the ball. Gets it over to Stewie. Back to Pauline. Pauline with a head of steam. Gets down, scoops it up on the right side. He was on the left and scooped it up with the right on the right side of the basket and finishes. Pauline, good basket there. Angel Reese in the post, attacks Breanna Stewart, goes up and scores. So Angel Reese doing everything she can on the offensive end to keep her team in it. 42-41. There's no Jonquel in the game as Marine shoots a three, gets fouled on the three-point attempt. They're going to review this for a landing space foul. So we have another review on our hands. Another review on our hands to see if the landing space was encroached on Marine Johannes' shot. (42-41), 126 to go. Marine will shoot 3 free throws. It depends on if it's a flagrant or not. So we shall see what the referees decide here. So it's been a pretty close quarter. Atlanta is outscoring the Liberty 22-21 in the quarter so far. (42-41). Salute to everyone hanging out on the watch along. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe. Helps the channel out tremendously. We're only doing one game tonight. It's been a long week and a half for me, so I'm still a little tired, but I wanted to make sure I got this one in. Yeah, Brandon, definitely a good game we got here. Salute to you for joining the stream. At halftime, we'll go look at the box score, the team stats, and we'll look at the upcoming schedule in the WNBA. We got 2 games tomorrow on Ion, and then we'll see what we have on Saturday. Got 4 games on Saturday. We'll take a look at those, and we'll see what games we could probably take a look at. On Sunday, definitely no watch along. I'll be going down to Barclays to watch the Mystics and Liberty game. So on Sunday, definitely not a watch along. Liberty leading the rebounding battle 24-10 over the Atlanta Dream. But it's just the turnovers that are killing them right now. 9-1. Atlanta only has 1 turnover. Marine, so they don't say it's a flagrant foul or landing space foul. It's just a regular common 3-point foul. Marine Johannes at the line knocks down the first. Second one is up for Marine. She knocks it down. And Marine knocks down all 3 free throws for the Liberty. Score is 45-41. Rhyne Howard gets it over to Allisha Gray, who drives baseline, goes up, and they call a blocking foul. A late whistle, but they call a blocking foul on Ionescu. She got the block, but I think she was just a little late in the paint. I was a big Maya Moore fan too, Brandon. Maya was a different type of animal out there. She just moved different than anybody I had ever seen. They're saying didn't get to look at Ionescu's face, but she got hit in the face in the last game against Connecticut. They're saying she's still bruised. Allisha Gray misses another free throw, and Ionescu goes out. She had her first career start in the last game against Connecticut, 14.6 rebounds. What did they put into the game? Let's see. So Han and JJ are on the bench, so that means Stewie and Satu are playing the forwards here. As Allisha Gray makes the second free throw. Oh, I do see it. I can see the bruise on her eye. They try to like doctor it up a bit. As Marine comes off the screen, they call I don't know what they called. So Ionescu checks back into the game. I think they're doing a little offense-defense substitution here. Satu goes to the bench. It was a foul by the Liberty, which is another turnover, offensive foul. So they're up to 10 here in the first half. So ball and play here with the Dream. They have Canada, Hillman, Howard, Pow, and Reese on the court. Canada over to Reese. Reese hands it off to Howard. Howard comes off the screen, gets into the paint. She might have stepped out of bounds, but throws it. Canada saves it with 5 on the shot clock. Canada with the crossover, crosses back over, spins, goes up, shoots over shoe. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Phoebus tips it over to Pauline. Pauline with the ball. Calls for Phoebus. Gets the screen from Phoebus. Pauline down the lane, keeps her pivot, throws it out to Marine. Marine, guarded by Pow, on an island with her. Goes between the legs, throws up a wild 3-point heave, and she buries it. Oh my gosh, Marine. That's one of those no, yes shots. Marine just flung it with the shot clock running down, and she cashes out from 3. Marine. About a 1 second difference shot clock and game clock. Canada with the ball, comes off the screen, gets downhill, throws it over the head. Phoebus guarded Howard. Howard throws it up. Reese with the rebound. Reese goes up and scores. You got to get that, honey. Ball over to Pauline. Pauline with 1 on the clock from half court. She banks it in. Pauline for 3 at the buzzer. With 2 miraculous threes back to back for the Liberty. And everybody's hugging her. She's smiling. When she gets her face mad red. But Marine, with a miraculous one before, she throws up a 3-point prayer, buries it, and then Pauline from half court, a half court heave. I thought she didn't get it off in time, but she definitely did and banks it in. Let's go. So the French connection there give the Liberty a 51-44 lead going into halftime. Wow. What a way to end the quarter. 51-44. Shot that from the logo. All right, y'all, let's go over the box score and the team stats. That got me out of my seat there a little bit. That was dope. I'm gonna probably have to clip that up later. All right, let's take a look at the box score during this halftime break here. Salute to everyone hanging out. Halftime's usually about 15 minutes, so go grab your snacks, your drinks, whatever you need to do. We'll be here. 51-44 at the half. Liberty outscored the Dream 21-19 in the first quarter. They outscored them 30-25 in the second quarter. Breanna Stewart, 16 minutes, 9 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Does have 3 turnovers, has to limit those. Leonie Phoebus with 3 points on 1 of 4 shooting. Jonquel Jones with 8 points and 8 rebounds. So with 2 blocks as well. She's on double-double watch. Marine Johannes, the leading scorer for the Liberty, 14 points on 4 of 5 shooting. Hit that miraculous 3 just now. And Pauline Astier, the other French player, 9 points on 3 of 4 shooting, 7 rebounds, 3 assists, and hit that half-court heave to send us into halftime. Off the bench, Satu hit her first 2 threes to give her 6 points. How many fouls she has? She only has 1. Hanshu with none, 2 assists for her. Rebecca Gardner had a nice layup, that's 2. And nobody else has scored. So that's 8 points off the bench for the Liberty. They're up to 57% from the field, 47 from 3, and 91 from the line. So they're doing pretty well. It's the turnovers that are killing them. 10 turnovers in the first half. You gotta limit those turnovers, as I've been saying over and over. Atlanta Dream, you got Naz Hillman with 2 points. Angel Reese, their leading scorer, with 14 points. She's taking the most shots on the team. 12 shots, made 6 of them. 0 for 3 from 3. She has 3 rebounds. Allisha Gray with 5 points. She's been missing a lot of her free throws. She's 3 for 7. Canada with 3 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. Rhyne Howard with 12 and 3 steals. Sika Kone and Okat yet to score. 3 off the bench for Pow and 5 for Isabel Borlaise. 41% from the field for the Dream, 31 from three, 60% from the line, and they only have one turnover, which is the reason they're still within striking distance here. 10-1 is the turnover battle right now. Let's take a look at the team stats. As you can see, leading scorers here, Marine and Angel Reese lead with 14 apiece, Jonquel with 8, Angel with 3, and then assists tied Stewie with 4, Canada with 4. Let's take a look at some of these stats here. Liberty beating them on the boards 25-11, which is a good sign for the Liberty. 25-11. Assists, they're leading 13-10 as well. They haven't got one steal in this game. Atlanta has 5. They do have 3 blocks to 2 for Atlanta. As you can see, the turnover battle there, 10-1. And they've conceded 8 points off of their 10 turnovers, where Atlanta's only conceded 3 off of their 1. Points in the paint tied at 20 apiece. Fouls are about equal as well. Largest lead was 8 for the... Who's on the side? 8 for the Liberty and 6 for the Dream. So that is the team stats in this one. As you can see here on the right-hand side, these teams play a 3-game series. The next time they'll play is not until September 21st and 23rd. So a back-to-back in New York will be the next time these two teams play. All right, let me take a look at the comments. I just wanted to get that out the way right quick. Rolling up. What did I miss? Scrolling all the way back up to what I missed. Hold on. Salute. Jay, you're awesome. Thank you, little sis. Just live stream from Barclays, I would, but Barclays Wi-Fi is non-existent anymore, and their service is terrible. Their arena is below street level. Like, you enter on like the 100 level, and then the actual court is below street level, and then everybody in there, the cell service gets terrible. So even when I've been trying to talk to y'all on Discord while I'm in there, it's pretty bad. Scrolling. Brandon said Reese is cringe to me. Only thing she does well is rebound. I mean, she's scoring today, so I got to give her props there. I can't wait to see Fee and Olivia play together. That's gonna be good. Email said there's a documentary titled Breakaway on Maya Moore, ESPN Plus. Haven't seen it, but it was on your watch list. Is that about her decision to go get her man out of prison? Oh, who became her man out of prison? As busy. Did I see the Spurs game yesterday? Yeah, I was actually at the game yesterday. Crazy game that was. Going to TikTok. Let me see what I missed on the TikTok comments. Scrolling up. So Trell said now Angel Reese don't want to rebound. I mean, she's been out of the paint a lot. She'll pick it up in the latter half, in the second half. Do I think Reese can get 11 rebounds in the second half? I mean, if the Liberty start bricking a bunch of shots, then yeah, she could, but I don't see it. 11 rebounds. I mean, listen, I've seen Angel do some crazy things in the rebounding, so I wouldn't put it past her to do that. Brandon said Crazy Liberty have one of the oldest teams and only have 1 chip. I mean, yeah, the team is old. And not always old teams win, you know. You got to have a mixture of youth and old. So the Liberty, they've had this iteration of their big 3, if you want to call it that. Sabrina, Jonquel, and Breanna for, what's this? This is the 4th season. Yep, this is the 4th season. They had 2 finals appearances where they won 1, and then they lost 1 finals, won 1 finals, and got eliminated in the first round in another. So got 3 years, 1 championship. I mean, a lot of teams would take those odds at this point, so they gotta capitalize there. All right, let's take a look at this other game that's going on. I want to take a look at the box score. It's 79-72. Chicago has the lead over the Fever, so I hope that guy didn't listen to me when I said I still think the Fever will win. But Chicago outscored them 39-26 in that quarter. That's pretty crazy. Let's see what the damage is being done over here. 39-26 in the quarter is wild. Azare Stevens with 8 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. We got Cardoso with 10 points, 11 for Sky Dig, 10 for JC Sheldon, and Gabriella Hawk has the rookie with 4. I think this is where either her first or second game back from injury. Oh, Sydney Taylor off the bench, 25 points. Salute to Sydney Taylor. Where'd she go to school? Oh, she's from Long Island, so another New Yorker. Let's go. Sydney Taylor out of Louisville, out of Long Island, New York. 25 points off the bench. Salute to her. That's the reason they came back in that quarter. 9 and 10, 3 of 3 from 3, 4 for 4 from the line. Koulibaly with 5, 4 for Cloud, 2 for Liz Williams. That's crazy. 25. Wow. Salute to her out of Long Island. I got to do some research on her. Indiana Fever, Mo Billings. Damn, my girl Mo. Making me look bad out here. 10 minutes, no points. 3 fouls. Just out there doing cardio. 17 for Aaliyah Boston. 14 for Mitchell. Caitlin with 20. Very efficient. 50% from the field. 1 for 4 from 3. Does have 4 turnovers, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Lexi Hill with 7. And everybody on their bench has scored, but I guess it's just not enough. They do have 12 turnovers as a team. Maybe that's the reason why. But Chicago has 10. So that's interesting. Very interesting. Kyle said Sydney's been attacking the rim, looking tough. Dope. So that's the reason why it's looking how it's looking, huh? That's the reason why. Stand by. We're still at halftime. If you're just joining us, still at halftime. Liberty up 51-44 at the half. We're just taking a look at this other games that are going on in the W right now. I need to probably go back and clip something up right quick. What profile I need? That one. Fever and defense can't be found. Brandon. Whatever you say. Let me see if I can rewind this. Oh, wrong remote. We're still at halftime. We've probably still got some time here. I'm gonna see if I can go back and clip those last couple shots up so I can put it on TikTok later. Score at the half, 51-44. All right, here we go. Let me record that. Still at halftime. Kyle Lannon said today's the birthday of Maya Moore and Diana Taurasi, 2 UConn legends there. Also 2 WNBA legends. Sarah said, I thought Steph was a defensive coach. I mean, but you got to have the personnel to play defense, as they say. Got to have the personnel to play defense. Brandon said, Lynx and Aces on Saturday will be lit. Yeah, that should be a good game. Lynx versus Aces. You got point guard of the, I shouldn't say the past, because Chelsea Gray is still capable of playing the point guard position, but a future point guard. And then you got the future point guard in Olivia Miles. So definitely should be a good one there. Chicago still holding the lead over the Fever, 80-77. 80-77. Salute to everyone hanging out. Appreciate you guys tremendously. Channel is nothing without you guys. Appreciate you guys tuning in for the watch-alongs. Has the game restarted yet? Nope. I'm gonna go back to it though. 51-44. Liberty, they've been playing pretty well in the third quarters, So hopefully they can keep that up. Hopefully they can keep that up. All right, I can end that recording there. ATL New York Freeze buzzer rename. All right, cool. So we good to go there. We are good to go. Yep. All right. Oh, let me check back in on my Liberty app. I need to get all the points I can. To get all my points. Kyle said Dantas is a traffic cone on D. Yeah, I'm not shocked there, to be completely honest with you. She's very one-dimensional to me. If her three is not falling, then she plays much better in international play than she does in the W. All right, I checked in again, got my points. That'll be good money. Still in the commercial here, y'all. Still in commercial. So you're not missing anything. 51-44 is the score. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. I did say we were going to take a look at that. And I was not a man of my word. So you can see these two games are going on right now. Next, we have Phoenix and Dallas. That should be starting in the next 10 minutes or so. That game is on Prime. Then Las Vegas and Portland. That game is at 10 p.m. tonight. Eastern, that is. Friday, two games tomorrow. Toronto and Washington, 7:30 on Ion. Golden State and Seattle, 10 p.m. on Ion. Then on Saturday, we have Indiana and Connecticut at 6 p.m. on Peacock NBC Sports Network. Minnesota and Vegas at 8 p.m. on CBS. Dallas, Portland at 8:30, and then LA and Phoenix at 10 p.m. Sunday, we have two games, Mystics and Liberty at 3 p.m. on NBA TV. And we have Atlanta and Toronto, same time, 3 p.m. On Monday, three more games, Vegas and Dallas at 8 p.m. on USA. We got Portland and Minnesota at 8 p.m. and then LA and Golden State close off the night on Peacock at 10 p.m. So that's the weekend slate of games there. Make sure you tap into some. I don't think I'll be streaming until sometime, maybe Saturday or sometime next week. But I'll be putting majority of these games into Discord, so make sure you follow or join the Discord. Samuel says Atlanta win. I hope not, my friend. I hope not. Let me end this poll though. 56% of y'all said Dream, which I'm not happy about. 44% say Liberty. So we'll see who pulls out the win here. But it's all right. We like being underdogs. I'm gonna go with the underdog gimmick for us. All right, y'all. Game back in play. Atlanta with possession to start the third quarter. Let's see how they respond. 51-44. Canada with the ball. Canada gets downhill. Over the head pass to Hillman. Hillman looking for Reese. Can't get it to her. Gets it back to Canada. Canada drives left. Tries to find Reese. Jonquel gets the ball. Deflects the ball. Reese gets it back. Tries to save it, but she's out of bounds. So good start there. Forces Atlanta's second turnover of the game. Let's see if the Liberty can capitalize here. Breanna Stewart brings the ball up the court as the point forward here. Gets it over to Leonie Feebit. She's been quiet on offense. Over to Jonquel Jones. Jones, top of the key. Jones drives left. Tries to drop it off to Stewie. Gets the ball tipped out by Reese. That was a little clunky there. That was a little predictable there. 6 on the clock for the Liberty. So Pauline to inbound, finds Marine. Marine comes off the curl, falling to the left, shoots the three and buries it. Marine Johannes knocks down the three. Canada tries to get some get back, gets down the lane, throws it out to Reese, over to Hillman. Hillman loads up for a three, and she answers. Naz Hillman knocks down the three, gets the response. 54-47. Jonquel Jones with the ball over to Pauline Astier, and they call They call a foul on somebody. So another turnover by the Liberty is silly turnovers, offensive foul turnovers. Come on, y'all. Fix up. So Liberty turn it over again. They called that on, I think, Marine. They called it on Pauline, I believe. Ball and play with Rhyne Howard. Rhyne Howard drives, gets cut off. Throws it out to Allisha Gray. Allisha Gray throws it out to Howard. Howard for three. And she buries it right in front of the Atlanta Dream bench. 54-50. Atlanta, Rhyne Howard and Marine Johannes lead the league in threes. So they're going back and forth in this one. Stewie for three, and she's short. Every time she shoots the three, it just hurts. Ball down to Angel Reese. She gets fouled and scores. So she'll go to the line for the 3-point play. Jonquel was already late getting back. You can't compound that with pushing her in the back. Just let her have the layup at that point. You're already too late. Angel for the 3-point play, can't get it to go. Jonquel gets the rebound. 54-52. Ball over to Marine. Marine with the ball. Comes off the screen, going to her right. Gets cut off. Down to Stewie. Loses the ball. Gets it back. Guarded by Allisha Gray. Dream shake. Fall away jump shot and score. That's where she needs to be. Stop shooting threes. 56-52. Rhyne Howard with the ball. Hands it off to Jordan Canada. Gets into the paint. Dribbles back out to the three. Canada still dribbling with it. Gets it over to Allisha Gray. Down to Hillman. Hillman had Marine on her, and that's easy. A mismatch there, and it ends up with an easy layup for the Dream. Marine tries to do an over-the-head pass, predictable, and another steal by the Dream. They lead the league in steals. Canada pushing in transition. Marines matched up with Hillman again, but they get it to Reese this time. Reese attacks Breanna Stewart. Left-hand hook is up and good. Marine, look at the ball. Marine not looking. Hopefully the Liberty don't turn it over. We get it back. 56-56. Ball with Marine. Marine drops it off to Stewie. Stewie, pass it. Over to Pauline. Pauline. Over to Jonquel in the corner. Jonquel. Back to Pauline. Pauline with a head of steam. Goes to the basket, goes up, misses the layup, tips it to Pauline, and then Pauline gets to put back in. Good tip there by Jonquel to give the Liberty a second opportunity. Nas Hillman over to Canada. Canada drives right, goes behind the back. Throws back out to three, throws it over to Rhyne. Over to Angel. Angel gets a head of steam, goes down the lane, bumps. Jonquel goes up, right-hand hook, can't get it. Hillman with the rebound, and she misses the putback. Angel misses the putback, and the ball tipped over to Stewie. Stewie with the ball, drops it off to Pauline. Pauline with a head of steam, bumps off Angel, what's her name? Allisha Gray, and gets fouled. Liberty have to be a little bit more physical. Angel and Hillman are starting to feast on the boards now. Got to show a little physicality, boxing out and grabbing the ball. Pauline makes the first free throw, I believe. Or did she miss? They came back from the replay late. Probably missed it. So Pauline at the line for the second free throw. And she missed the second free throw. Come on, Pauline. Excuse me. Ball and play here with the Dream. A chance to tie here. Gets it over to Rhyne Howard for three. Can't get it to go. Poor Lace with the rebound. Throws it back out to Rhyne Howard. She gets it. Throws it out to Canada. Canada for three. And that's off. Stewie with the rebound. And Stewie pushing in transition here. Stewie drives right. Oh, good dream shake on Canada. Lost her. Goes up. Quick lays it in over Rhyne Howard. 60-56. Ball with Jordan Canada. Canada with the ball. Gets it over to Rhyne Howard. Rhyne Howard for three in the corner, and she misses the wide open three. Liberty get a break there. Stewie pushing in transition. Stewie turns on the Jets. Gets it over to Benija. Benija over to JJ. JJ pulls up for three over Okot, and she scores. Jonquel Jones knocks down her third three of the game. It's 63-56. Ball over to Okot. Okot runs into Jonquel Jones, and they call the foul on Jonquel. Jonquel should have just fell on the floor, and then she maybe would have got that call. Jonquel. Liberty are 36-1 when Jonquel Jones records a double-double. I think they lost their first game when she has a double-double this season. So over the span of her years here in New York, that is what happens when Jonquel is engaged on both offense and defense. So Jonquel Jones goes to the bench for a breather here. She has 11 points. She has 11 points and 10 rebounds. And Okot knocks down the second free throw. Score is 63-57. Outlet over to Satu Sabali. Gets it back to Pauline, right side of the three-point line. Ball down to Satu. In the post against Borlée, she spins, and what they call a travel. Or they call a three in the key on Atlanta. I'll take it. So free throw for the Liberty. Looks like Satu Sabali plays with like earplugs in, it looks like, or something in her ear. At least her right ear, I saw. I need to look into that. Maybe something to do with the concussion. I'm not too sure. It looks like something like a hearing aid sort of thing. It's like a clear piece of material in her ear. Yeah, Chemo, this game feels long. It started at 7:30. We're at 9 o'clock. So it's been an hour and a half, and the quarters are 10 minutes each. Yeah, man, that's something I'm thinking it's for concussions. I guess that concussion was really bad. I never had a concussion, so I don't know, but I'm assuming that concussion was really bad for her. All right, so we're at a timeout right now. 63-57. Looking at the scores, 13-12. Atlanta's leading in this quarter, 13-12. Looks like Indiana has retaken the lead, 88-85 again over the Chicago Sky. I think Chicago's issue has always been closing this season. They had some good leads and then just smoked them away in the fourth. Brandon, Reese is cook. Yeah, Reese is doing her thing. But if Reese cooks and they lose, I'll take that all day of the week. You just don't want Allisha Gray and Rhyne Howard and everybody else to join in on the fun. So I'll take it. So they're still in commercial here. Still in commercial. Not missing anything at the moment. Not missing anything. Score is still 63-57 in the quarter. Marine Johanna still the leading scorer with 17 points for the Liberty. And Angel Reese the leading scorer with 18 for the Atlanta Dream. 18 points, 4 rebounds for her. Atlanta has 2 players in double figures, Angel Reese and Rhyne Howard. The Liberty have 4 in double figures, 13 for Breanna Stewart, 11 for Jones, 17 for Marine, and 11 for Pauline. Red broadcast has returned. 63-57 lead. So they're showing a montage of Marine's basket so far. She had the first basket again, which was a layup. as Breanna Stewart goes to the line, knocks down the 3 in the key foul shot, the technical free throw. 64-57, 4:55 to go. Marine only scored 17 points twice last season. She's already 17 plus points twice last season. She's already eclipsed that. And we're 12 games in. Pauline goes to the basket. Left hand scoop, can't get it to go. And they call a loose ball foul on the Dream, pushing Breanna Stewart in the air on the offensive rebound attempt. That's the highest I've seen Breanna Stewart jump in a long time. Looking at the free throw battle, Liberty are 11 for 14. Dream are 10 for 18. So Dream are leading in free throws attempts. Oh, Raquel Carrera getting some minutes in this game. Ball into Raquel. Gets it over to Satu. Her first year in the W out of Spain. Satu with the ball with 3 on the clock. Satu has to throw it up at the buzzer, and she was not paying attention. Maybe that thing is in her ear. It's hard for her to hear unless if it gets really loud. She can't hear her teammates. I don't know. I'm just assuming because she was just head down and wasn't aware. So 3 turnovers already for the Liberty in this quarter. They have to get that under control. Naz Hillman with the ball over to Allisha Gray. Gets to the basket, goes up. Left hand layup is up and good. 64-59. Allisha Gray with the layup. She's been quiet tonight. Breanna Stewart hands it off to Satu. Satu attacks Borlase. Tries to go through the lane, draws the foul on Borlase. And Satu will go to the line for 2 free throws. Matt said Bree Jones needs to come back. Yeah, she's working her way back from that preseason knee injury or knee surgery, I should say, or I think it was knee surgery. It was definitely a lower extremity surgery. Satu first free throw is up and good. 65-59. Yeah, that's going to be interesting what they decide to do, Kyle, when Bree Jones comes back as Satu knocks down the second free throw. Do they bench Reese or do they bench Hillman? One or the other. Does Nas going back to as Allisha Gray draws the foul on Breanna Stewart, driving to the basket. She'll go to the line for 2 free throws. It's a good conversation to have. Does Nas Hillman go back to being the 6th woman of the year or 6th woman of the year conversation? Does I don't think Angel Reese will come off the bench. I'm not saying that I don't think she will, but I don't think they will have her come off the bench. As Gray just continues to miss free throws tonight. She missed another one. She's 3 for 8 from the line. Salute for the sub, Ross. Salute.
Let's go.
Allisha Gray 2 for 5 from the field tonight. Allisha Gray back at the line for the second free throw. And she misses that one. Fight for the rebound. Satu saves it, but she steps out of bounds on the save. So Allisha Gray's miss turns into another opportunity here for the Dream. Jeez. Rhyne Howard gets it over to Gray. Gray throws it out to Borlase. Borlase drives, tries to spin on Satu, throws it out to Howard. Howard pump fakes. Oh, Borlase got in her way a bit. Borlase down to Reese, guarded by Carrera. Throws it out to Hillman. Over to Howard for 3, and she misses. Reese with an offensive rebound. Throws it out to Hillman. Hillman down to Reese. Poked away by Carrera, but they call a foul. Angel Reese, relentless on the rebounds. If you don't jump and do your work early, she'll make you pay. Angel Reese with 18 points, 5 rebounds in tonight's game. So Atlanta with another opportunity here. This is a new lineup I haven't seen the Liberty run before. Oh, Breanna Stewart, long arm of the law, gets the deflection, and Beck Gardner picks up the loose ball. Over to Raquel Carrera, down the lane, goes up. and a little out of control, misses the layup. Rhyne Howard pushing in transition. Over to Allisha Gray. Transition three. It rolls in and out and out. Wow. Toilet bowled around the rim. Liberty get lucky there. But Nigelani Hamilton throws it out to Stewie. Stewie drives right, gets the screen from Beck Gardner, gets downhill. That should be a blocking foul, a shooting foul on Allisha Gray. And it is. That's 4 fouls on Allisha Gray. And Breanna Stewart will go to the line for 2 free throws. So Breanna Stewart at the line for 2 free throws here. First free throw is up, and she misses. Breanna Stewart at the line for the second free throw, and she buries it. So score is 67-59, 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. The 8-point lead here. Rhyne Howard guarded by Nigelani Hamilton, but Rhyne Howard comes off the screen, probing in the paint, throws up the floater, can't get it to go, almost gets her own rebound, but Beck Gardner snatches it away. Beck Gardner pushing in transition. Beck Gardner down the lane, goes up, tries to attack 2. She had Satu in the right corner. She should have just passed it out, but it ends up being a missed shot and ball back to Atlanta. Sometimes I think the Liberty, when they're not supposed to be selfish, they are, and then opposite in other cases. Like she had Satu Sabally wide open on the wing, tried to take on 2 dream players for a tough layup, which ends up being a missed shot in the turnover. Angel Reese attacks Carrera, goes up and draws the foul. That should have been Breanna Stewart. Breanna Stewart came in with the swipe down. Didn't need to do that. Raquel Carrera did pretty good on that defensive positioning there. Keep your hands up. 67-59, Angel Reese at the line. First free throw is up, and she misses. Atlanta just missing a lot of free throws tonight. Ball in play here. They looked like Satu and Angel were going at it. I just heard Angel say be respectful. I don't know what that was about. Couldn't see what Satu was doing on that camera angle. Beck Gardner, the ball gets deflected by Borlase and goes out of bounds. I thought she just passed it out of bounds there. A lot riding on this game. Commissioner's Cup points and top of the East points as well. Beck Gardner with the ball. Beck Gardner behind the screen. Beck Gardner for 3, and Beck Gardner for 3. Isabel Borlase fell down behind the screen, and Beck gives them the 3-pointer. It's 70-60, 10-point game. Liberty shooting 10 for 19 from 3 tonight. Pow with the ball. Pow gets it over to Reese at the foul line. Back to Howard. Howard coming off the screen. Howard over to Borlase. Borlase pump fakes, gets down the lane, goes off glass, can't get it to go, fight for the rebound, and out of bounds on Borlase. She hits it out of bounds. So it's Liberty ball here, 70-60. Beck Gardner with the ball. Beck Gardner, left side to Stewie. Stewie in the post. It comes off to that screen. Stewie gets downhill. It dribbles back out to 3. Hands it off to Beck Gardner. Beck Gardner over to Carrera. Carrera, corner 3. And Raquel for 3. And there's a foul away from the ball. And she'll go to the line for, I think Gardner will go to the line for the 4-point play. That's what Raquel can do. She can stretch the floor there and knocks down the 3. Angel Reese fouls Beck Gardner as the shot was in the air. So Beck Gardner will go to the foul line to complete the 4-point play. Look at my girl, Raquel. Beck Gardner for the 4-point play, and she buries the free throw. Liberty with their largest lead of the game, 74-60, approaching a minute to go here in the third quarter. Hillman with the ball over to Allisha Gray. Gets downhill, goes over to the left, and she gets it off the glass and scores. So Allisha Gray starting to get into the game here, get a couple left-handed drives to go. But Nigel Hamilton with the ball. Let's see if she can get involved on the offensive end. Stewie on the drive. Finds Benija. Benija hop steps, throws it out to Satu. Satu for three. And Satu for three. Satu, her third three of the game. Liberty starting to knock down their threes in this one. 77-62. Rhyne Howard with the ball. Attacks Satu. Goes baseline. Throws it out to Reese. Reese wide open for three. Off. Stewie's with the one-handed rebound. 30 seconds to go in this quarter. Liberty, the threes are starting to fall down in Atlanta. Benija with the ball, guarded by Allisha Gray. Let me set up for this. Benija, what can you do for me, girl? Benija with 8 on the clock. Benija, she pump fakes for three. Gets it over to Satu. Satu with 5 on the clock. Satu for another three, and she knocks down another one. Satu Savali. The trash talk amps her up. 80-62 New York. 5 on the clock. Rhyne Howard for three gets fouled. Benija with the foul. No B. Damn, New York has scored. I think they've hit 5 threes in a row. Starting off with that Beck Gardner one. Then Raquel hits one. Satu hits back-to-back. So that's 4 threes in a row here. I think the trash talk amps Satu up. It's like the angel and the devil on your shoulder. You gonna let her talk to you like that? Turn up on him as Rhyne Howard hits the free throw. Second one is up, and Rhyne Howard misses the second free. 2 up, y'all. Turn me up, Satu. And Rhyne Howard knocks down the third. Let's see if the Liberty can have another buzzer beater here. Beck Gardner gets it up to Benija. Benija for three at the buzzer. Oh, she almost banked it in. That would have been crazy. And the Liberty, what a end to the quarter there. They knocked down 4 to 5 threes in the last 3 minutes of the quarter. They have an 80-64 lead. Inside out play, Benija drives into the lane, throws it out to Satu. That left hand stroke, a thing of beauty. A thing of beauty. Woo-wee. Turn me up, Satu. Listen, once she gets back into game shape and game rhythm, it's gonna be curtains for a lot of teams out there. Let's take a look at the box score. I'm over here just chatting, but that just turned me up a little bit. Got me a little hype. All right, let's take a look. Salute to everyone tuning in. Liberty outscored the Dream 29-20 in that quarter, by the way. You got Breanna Stewart, 15 points, 9 rebounds. She's 1 away from a double-double. Excuse me. We got Leonie Feebert, still quiet night, 3 points for her. 3 turnovers, too. So you got to pick a struggle, Leo. It's either you score and turnover or you take care of the ball and don't score. You can't struggle at both. Jonquel, 11 and 10. Didn't have to play too much in that third quarter. Marine with 17. And you got Pauline with 11, 7, and 4. Satu, 4 of 7 from the field, 4 of 5 from 3. She knocked down 2 threes in the first quarter and 2 threes in the third quarter. So the 3-point shot is coming back to her. Raquel came in 5 minutes, 3 points. So salute the Spaniard. 6 for Beck Gardner. She hit a 3 in that quarter as well. So we got a nice production off the bench. 23 points off the bench for the Liberty. Shooting 57% from the field, 57 from 3, 79 from the line as a team. And they only had 2 turnovers in that quarter. So that's a good sign. For Atlanta, Naz Hillman with 7. You got 19 for Reese with 5 rebounds. She's taking the most shots on the team. 17 shots for Reese. 0 for 4 from 3. Not falling tonight. Allisha Gray with 9 points. I think she has 4 fouls, being a little frustrated. Got a couple drives to go in that third quarter. Canada with 3. We've shut her down pretty much tonight. 0 for 4 from the field. Rhyne Howard with 17. Kone yet to score. Okot with 1. Pow with 3. Borlaise with 5. They still only have 3 turnovers, which is crazy that the Liberty are still winning. Let me look at the comments right quick. On the TikTok, 11 Zaya, sorry if I'm butchering the name. Do you think Breanna Stewart coming back in? Of course, she's definitely coming back in. Dream only lose by 10. I don't know. I mean, I think it'll be much closer than the score is right now. Liberty's a little shaky on the closing front. B said, how's their defense? Haven't watched a single glimpse of this game. It could be better, but it could definitely be better. They're losing, but the Liberty offense is starting to put them in awkward positions here. All right, let's get back to it, y'all. Fourth quarter starting here. I don't know if I think Atlanta can win by plus 12.5. I think that's a safe one. The Liberty just turn it over as I say that. They had 2 in the third quarter, and they turn it over immediately here as Allisha Gray wide open for 3, and she buries it. It's so predictable, this team. 80-67. Pauline over to Satu. Satu, lazy pass. Allisha Gray jumps to passing lane. Back-to-back turnovers and back-to-back buckets for Allisha Gray. You cannot. I know this team's too well. I know this team way too well. Know this team way too well. Timeout by the Liberty. Liberty come out the gate. I just gave them so much props. They only had 2 turnovers in the third quarter, and immediately back-to-back turnovers leading to a 5-0 start to the quarter. This team's so predictable, man. This team is so predictable. Salute to everyone tuning in. It looks like the other game has started. Phoenix and Dallas is 16-12. Dallas over Phoenix right now. Yeah, Kyle, be careful what you say about Phoenix. Last time you and Mads were talking about them, they came back and made the game very interesting. What up, Maddox? Salute. Football as well. Team is so predictable. You can't make it up. Do I think they can go over 192, Vince? I don't know. What is it right now? It's 80-69. What's that? 149? I think so. Oh, 192? I don't know. That's tough. That's a little higher than I think. But what do I know? I don't know that much about the betting stuff. Excuse me. Oh, jeez. Excuse me. That's when you got the fan blown right on you. It's hot up in New York now. 90 degrees today. Do I think Jones can get one more field goal? I think so. Music. All right, we're still in commercial here. Still in commercial. Liberty took a full time out there. They had a lot to talk about. You come out the gate with 2 straight turnovers. Lazy passes. They get picked off, and Allisha Gray comes to life. You can't let them. Atlanta knows how to close games. They've come back from deficits all season long. So you can't give them any life. Word, Chemo. A Sky on my fantasy team. Sky dig. Salute. Do I think it's possible for them to score less than 20? No way, Jose. I do not see that happen. They already got 5. Jonquel, nowhere to go with the ball. Gets it over to Phoebich with 10 on the clock. Phoebich on the drive. Phoebich down the lane. Left-hand layup is up. It rolls around. Phoebich gets the rebound and gets fouled on the dribble out. Jeez, that was the slowest roll. That's crazy. The ball circled around the rim in like slow motion. Ball in play here with the Liberty. Pauline to Jonquel as Canada comes over. Another turnover forced by the Dream. Angel Reese down the lane, goes up and scores and one. And then she gives to Pauline the too small. I mean, she's shorter than you, of course. Liberty with 3 straight turnovers, bro. Oh, this team is a joke. Jonquel Jones is slow to get back, leaves Pauline. Oh, that's not a foul on Pauline. They should go review that. And they are going to review it. Good challenge there by Chris DeMarco. She led with that elbow and then giving my point guard the too small. You 6'4", you better score on a 5'10" player. But Liberty, the turnovers, I gave them their praises, and then they just start to turn the ball over again. So we have another review as they reviewed this play. Satu Sabali is not in the game for the person that asked. He's on the bench right now. It's the starting lineup for both teams on the floor. So we're in another stoppage here. Liberty have to get the turnovers under control. They have to get to their sets earlier. Crazy. 3 straight turnovers is a recipe for disaster here. Atlanta on a 7-0 run right now. We'll see if that point gets wiped off the floor. Yeah, Meow, this is live score only and live stats only. No live game. Do people stream the live games on TikTok? I've never seen that before, but maybe they do. But they warned me that I can't do that, so I'm staying away from infringing on copyright activities. 24-20 in that Dallas-Phoenix game. Dallas up 4 points at the end of the first quarter. The Chicago-Indiana game is going to overtime. 98-98. So we'll see what happens here. Salute to everyone hanging out. Shout out TikTok, Twitch, and YouTube. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. But with the Liberty, games are never over. They let teams back in the games all the time. All the time. Let me see if I can get some more points. 7 minutes. All right, I can wait 7 more minutes. Yeah, that's not a foul on Pauline. She leads with the elbow and hits her right in the throat. I don't know how they call that on Pauline. Pauline doesn't initiate the contact. The elbow is the initial contact. And she got a tech foul as well. Stewie knocks down the free throw. So wipe the points off the board. It was a offensive foul on Angel Reese. She gets a tech on top of it. So take back your little too tiny, you foul merchant. Let me stop. And Stewie hits the free throw. So a nice swing there for the Liberty. Talk about too small and you leading with your elbows on my point guard. Leonie Fibich with the ball. Left side of the court. Gets it down to Stewie. Stewie guarded by Rhyne Howard. Out to Jonquel. Jonquel on the drive. Puts Rhyne Howard in the post with 5 on the clock. Goes across the lane. Goes up and gets fouled by Rhyne Howard. So Jonquel will now shoot 2 free throws. Do I think Jones getting 1 more rebound? On TikTok. Was that 2x Anaya? Yeah, I think so. Vince, Angel Reese led with the elbow. She scored the basket, but it was an offensive foul on review. So Liberty win the challenge. They take the 2 points off the board, and then Angel Reese got a tech. So that's what she missed. Jonquel at the line for 2 free throws. Free throws up, and she rattles the first one in. Jonquel Jones had a double-double. Has a double-double, I should say. Second free throw for Jonquel is up, and she buries both free throws. 82-69 is the score. Liberty still have shot less free throws than Atlanta, 25-22 in free throws attempted. Allisha Gray gets into the paint, nowhere to go. Throws it up to Angel. Angel goes up, and Jonquel Jones comes from behind, gets the block, and then Angel Reese misses the putback, and the Liberty get the rebound. Ball over to Pauline. Pauline crosses the half-court line. Pauline on the drive, gets around everybody, finds Jonquel. Jonquel spins out of it. Over to Fibich. Fibich for 3. Oh, she can't get it. Ball tipped out by the Dream. Fibich, we need you to hit those, baby girl. I need to learn German. Maybe I need to speak German for her to hit her shots. Pauline inbound. Gets it out to Stewie. Stewie with 14 on the clock. Gets it over to Leo. Down to Jonquel. Jonquel gets fouled. She had the mismatch on Howard. And Howard with the foul. 6-6 versus 6-2 there. You know who won. Got 5 Liberty players in double figures tonight. 83-69, 7:56 Pauline gets it over to Breanna. Breanna. Oh, that was Marina. Breanna to Pauline now. Pauline up top to JJ. JJ cross court to Leo. Leo left corner 3. And Leo knocks down the left corner 3. My German sniper out there knocks it down. Her second 3 of the game. 86-69. Liberty withstand that early storm. Get ball over to Angel Reese. Top of the key. Angel telling her to come off the curl. Canada gets downhill. Floater is up. She can't get it to go, but Jonquel tips it right to Canada. Over to Allisha Gray. Down the lane. Hangs and hits with the left. You got to get those offensive rebounds. 86-71. Marine with the ball. Over to Jonquel. Jonquel. Back to Marine. Marine comes off the curl. Marine, no look to Stewie. Tight ropes to baseline. Out to Pauline. Pauline for 3. Too strong. Isabel Borlaise with the rebound. Borlaise gets downhill, goes across, and they call a foul on Pauline on the pass. Kimo said, I know some German curse words. You can yell them to Fibich. All I know is Guten Tag. I'm gonna have to go on my Duolingo and learn German. I'm over here learning French. I need to learn German. So the 16 for Stewie, and you got 13 for Jonquel. So 86-71, 15-point game for the Liberty, 6:51 to go. Angel Reese, they're leaving her at the 3-point lane. Comes off to Rhyne Howard, has it, gets downhill, goes up, and Angel Reese with another offensive rebound and scores. Jonquel Jones went over to help. Nobody helped the helper. And it's a basket and a rebound and basket for Jonquel. Breanna Stewart with the ball. Ball over to Jonquel. She steps back for 3. And off the front of the rim, Leonie Fibich with the rebound out to Marine. Up top to Stewie. Shot clock resets to 14. It's 10 now, though. Breanna Stewart with the ball. Attacks Jordan Canada. Spins off her. And they call the offensive foul. The ex-Seattle teammates. That's a turnover on Stewie. She gets called for that a couple times a game, but that extension of the arm always catches somebody. So another turnover for the Liberty. So 86-73. Jonquel to the bench. Who came in for her? I don't know. Pow Pow's in for the Atlanta Dream. Raquel Carrera is in for the Liberty here. Beck Gardner's in for the Liberty as well. Pow Pow tries to get downhill. Guarded by Beck Gardner. Throws up the floater with the right. Can't get it to go. If she would have got that rebound, she almost did though. Angel Reese, she's just relentless. Stewie with the ball. 86-73. Stewie goes behind the back. Over to Marine. Marine gets the screen from Beck, from Raquel. Stewie swings it over to Beck. Beck jab steps, gets into the paint. Beck down the lane. Left hand layup is up and good for Beck Gardner with the left. That's what we need. You need downhill attacks from our perimeter players. Beck Gardner, good finish there. Pow Pow with the ball, and they call a foul on Marine. Didn't even see anything there, but they call it. Borlase is the weak point on that Atlanta defense, so you got to go at her. I don't respect Australian defenders, to be honest with you. Rhyne Howard with the ball, comes off the screen, pulls for three, can't get it. Fight for the rebound, won by Satou Sabally. Sabally with the ball. She's hit 4 threes in this game. She pulls up for another. Satou! And she points to somebody on the sideline. Turn me up, Satou. That's her 5th 3 of the game. 17 points for another German sniper there as Angel Reese loses the ball, gets it back, attacks Carrera, goes up, and scores. Welcome to the W, Raquel. You don't have to deal with that. Satou Sabally with the ball. Crosses half court. 91-75. Satou, got to move the ball here. Satou comes off the screen. Satou gets downhill, hop steps through, and gets fouled. Satou moving and grooving. Word to Clyde Frazier if you watch the Knicks games. If you know, you know. Satou in transition just stops, slows it down, pulls up right in Borlase's eye. She over here pointing at people in the crowd like, yeah, that's what I do. No, don't you forget it. Satou Sabally at the line for 2 free throws. She knocks down the first. My girl Satou turning me up tonight. I love it. Angel has 8 rebounds. How much rebounds y'all needed to get? Do I think Johannes scoring again, Ray? I don't think so. Marie not even looking for her shot anymore. Satou at the line for the second free throw. She buries it. 93-75. You think the sky's falling again? Oh, damn. Yeah, it's over. Rhyne Howard gets around Satou, goes up, lays it up. It rolls off. And Rhyne Howard will now go to the line for 2 free throws. Emo, you're not feeling the blonde low cut? I think the red lipstick is what throws me off. Somebody was telling me that the other day. They're like, the dark red lipstick. Does she have it on today? I don't even think she got it on today. I think she got some nice gloss on. Correct me if I'm wrong, ladies. You know, I'm not adept. If it ain't bliss sticks, I'm not familiar with it. Rhyne Howard, second free throw, knocks it down. Players on the floor: Breanna Stewart, Satou Sabally, Raquel Carrera, Benija, and Beck Gardner. Oh, nice give and go between They call it. I thought they weren't gonna call it. They called a foul. They smacked Stewie in the head. I thought they were gonna let them get away with it. 93-77. Nice give and go with Satou and Breanna. And Breanna Stewart will go to the line for 2 free throws. Fouls on Angel Reese there. As Stewie's at the line for the first. Knocks down the first. You got that one. I think I always see this Liberty fan there. He has a Marine Johannes jersey on. Salute the Liberty fan they showed on the broadcast here, the New York broadcast. As soon as I score, the score updates on its own, King. So this is as up to date as possible. Rhyne Howard steps back for three off the back of the rim. Satu gets the rebound and gets it over to Breanna Stewart. 4 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. Liberty have come out on attack mode here. And Satu takes the midi from the elbow, short on that one. Rebound to Reese. Reese tries to attack Carrera, gets downhill, and sneaks in the layup and scores. It looks awkward, but it goes in, so I can't hate. Rebecca Gardner goes behind the back, comes off that screen, gets downhill, gets the ball deflected, fight for it, and it's a turnover. Reese gets it over to Canada. Canada goes over to Howard. Howard for three, and she buries it. The turnovers. You turn the ball over, and it results in baskets on the other end for the Dream. Timeout, New York. 95-82. Gotta take care of the basketball. It's so important. 17 turnovers in the game for the Liberty. You can't keep having these many turnovers and expect to win, even though they are winning. But if the shot's not falling, you got to take care of the basketball. Oh, she does have the lipstick on. I thought she had the gloss on. She does have that red lipstick on today. Yeah, now she can still get, oh, what a Reese got. Reese got 9 rebounds. Yeah, 14 might have been a stretch. I mean, she was averaging like 17 rebounds a game over the last couple, so I understand why, but yeah, Chemo, you're absolutely right. Dream bench is full of inexperienced players. They play their starters heavy minutes. Yeah, they got Kone, Okat, Pau Pau, Borlays, and then Aaliyah Nye and India Navarro when they play them. So Pau Pau, this is her second year. Okat's her first. Borlay's her first. Kone's been bouncing around a couple years. Nye her second. Navarre her first. So yeah. Now I don't think Jones has finished music lit. All right, so let's see if the Liberty can continue to protect the basketball. Let me get my points. There we go. I got my 10 more points for watching the game continuously. 95-82, 3:14 to go. Jonquel Jones is back in the game. Gets it over to Pauline Astier. Gets downhill. Pauline goes up. Right hand scoop, gets fouled. And one foul on, who was that? Jordan Canada. Get burnt by my girl Pauline. And she'll go to the line for the 3-point play. Jeremy, I think you should get the Angel 10 rebounds. Pauline gets the shoulder pass Canada, gives Canada a taste of her own medicine, and she knocks down the free throw for the 3-point play. Pauline with 14 points in the game. 98-82. Nah, Brandon, I don't only stream Liberty. I just streamed Dallas, Minnesota the other day. Leonie Fibich almost gets the steal on Allisha Gray. Allisha Gray drives into the lane, gets around Fibich, and scores. Defense was good for a moment, but Allisha Gray was able to shed her and scores 98-84. Jonquel Jones, they give her the 3. She hesitates, then takes it off the front of the rim. The hesitation threw it off. You got to shoot that in rhythm, JJ. Rhyne Howard with the ball. In and out dribble. Gets downhill, goes for the scoop, and lays it in. Easy money for Rhyne Howard. She's into, I think she got 20-plus points now. 22 for Rhyne. 12-point game, 2:10 to go. Let's see if the Liberty can close this out. Breanna Stewart with the ball over to Beck. Beck Gardner sets her feet for 3. Can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound. Leo fought for it, but it goes out of bounds. Dream ball, 12-point game, under 2 minutes to go. Liberty trying to hold on for this game. I'd rather them fight for the rebound and lose it than just not go for it at all. Canada with the ball over to Hillman. Hillman over to Rhyne Howard. Rhyne Howard off the screen. Gets it left side to Canada. Canada down to Hillman in the post against Beck Gardner. Shrugs her off, but misses the layup. Pauline comes in and gets the rebound. Gets it over to Beck Gardner. The shortest player on the floor grabs the rebound amongst the trees down there. Beck Gardner. And they call an offensive foul on the Liberty. Beck Gardner. Oh, my days, bro. 18 turnovers. You gotta be kidding me, bro. Timeout on the floor here. Timeout on the floor. 90 seconds to go in this game. 98-86. This is so frustrating. 18 turnovers, bro. Come on. Looking at these other games, what have I missed? Indiana up 109-104 on Chicago. Paige Beckers and Dallas up 36-28 on Phoenix. AT turnovers. Paige limping to the locker room. Oh no, that's not good. Jeremy on the TikTok says 14 rebounds is tough. Yeah, she only had 3 because she was on the perimeter a lot early in the game. She was Jonquel Jones was grabbing all the rebounds down there. I mean, yeah, 18 turnovers and you're ahead by 12. Imagine if you didn't have 18 turnovers. This could have been over long time ago. But they just can't get out of their own way. How long do we go? All right, ball's back in play here. Starter still on the floor for the Liberty. Hillman takes the 3, misses. And then a foul on the floor by the Liberty. You gotta box out. Angel Reese is gonna go after every ball. That's 4th foul on Jonquel. Ball over to Canada, over to Rhyne Howard. Gets cut off by Pauline. Rhyne Howard. Oh, just passes the ball right to Breanna Stewart. We'll take that. Thank you very much. Like that meme. That's only the 5th turnover for the Dream in this game, and they're still losing. This is crazy. Breanna Stewart over to Pauline. Touch pass to... Oh, that was over to Phoebus. Over to Pauline. Double clutches. Ball bounces in. Pauline! And finishes at the basket. Carl Smesko calls a timeout. Breanna Stewart went in the corner to Leone, who went up top to Pauline. Gets downhill. And then Pauline with a little razzle dazzle under the basket. I don't know how she got that up. She went over, brought it back down, and then went back up. Yo, she's too good. Pauline put him to bed. Pauline the closer. Had a 2 good drives here in this quarter. All right, so if the Liberty win, which they're on pace to do, they have 100 points now. They'll go 4-0 in Commissioner's Cup, and that will give Atlanta their 2nd loss in the Commissioner's Cup standings. So the Liberty on pace to make it back to the Commissioner's Cup final. They're the only team who has not lost in the Commissioner's Cup standings for the East. They have 2 more games, one against Chicago, one against Washington. They play Washington on Sunday and then Chicago on Wednesday. All right, ball back in play here. Looks like the stands are emptying out in Atlanta. Go beat the traffic. Under a minute to go here. Jonquel is still in the game for those hoping for that rebound. Hillman gets it down to Okot. Okot finds Tika Kone on a nice cut to the basket on the baseline, and she scores 100-88. And Chris DeMarco bails his team out, calls a timeout. Everybody left Pauline in the backcourt. It was I think he called a reset timeout. Oh, Matt, you watching the Atlanta broadcast? I'm like, I don't see Bree Jones on mine. Wait, that game's still going? Oh no, it's over. Pauline to inbound. And what do they call a foul before the ball is inbounded? So that's an automatic free throw for the Liberty. So for those who were hoping for the over 190, whatever, you might be in luck here. That's why I said don't listen to me when it comes to this over-under stuff. So Stewie at the line for one free throw here. Free throw is up, and she knocks it down. 101-88. 19-11 for Stewie, 13-10 for Jonquel. Pauline gets it into Benijah. Gets it back to Pauline. Pauline out to Jonquel. Jonquel for three, and she buries it. Jonquel Jones puts the icing on the cake, kills the dream, and they're up 104-88. It looks like Aaliyah Nye's into the game, getting some garbage minutes here. Liberty trying to amp up that point differential. That'll come in handy. Okot under the basket, lays it in. And Breanna, and it's 104-90. I think Liberty will go for another basket here. Gets the ball down to Leonie Fibich at the right elbow. She goes in the post. Aaliyah Nye comes over and gets to steal from behind. Aaliyah Nye doesn't take the three, gets it over to Pow Pow. Pow Pow over to Hillman. Oh, who was that? Oh, that was India Navarre, excuse me. And that's the game. And another turnover. That's how the game ends. Liberty turned the ball over, but get the win 104-90. Liberty moved to 9-4 on the season. Atlanta falls to 8-4 on the season. Liberty on a 6-game winning streak. It was just doom and gloom just a couple weeks ago when the Liberty lost 3 straight games to Portland, Golden State, and Dallas. Now they've won 6 straight games. Let's take a look at the box score before we head on out of here. But what a win for my Liberty team. 104-90 final score here. Oh, Jonathan Kolb, the GM, made the trip down. So that's good to see. He's all smiles here. All smiles. So let's take a look at the quarter scoring here. Liberty outscored Atlanta 21-19 in the first, 30-25 in the second, 29-20 in the third. They got outscored just then, 26-24 in the fourth, but the damage was already done. Taking a look at the starters, Breanna Stewart, 34 minutes, 19 points. She played the most minutes tonight. 19 points, 11 rebounds, 5 assists. Have to clean up those turnovers. 4 turnovers for her, but did have 2 steals and a block. Leonie Fibich with 6 points. She had 4 turnovers as well. She got to clean that up too. Jonquel Jones, 16 points, 10 rebounds. Liberty moved to like 37-1 when Jonquel Jones gets a double-double. 16-10 for JJ with 5 assists. You got Marine with 17 and Pauline Nastier, that's the nickname they've given her, 16 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists, only 1 turnover for the young point guard out of France. Satou Sabli with 19 points and 3 rebounds off the bench, 5 of 6 from 3. She only made her threes tonight, didn't make any twos. Raquel Carrera came in 8 minutes, 3 points for Raquel. She only played 7 minutes, no points and 2 assists. Beck Gardner had some big plays, 8 points for Beck. Benijah didn't score, and Marine Fatux didn't score either. 54% from the field, 52% from 3, 86 from the line on 28 attempts. 19 turnovers is crazy, but a win is a win, as they say. Atlanta, Naz Hellman, 7 points. You had Angel Reese, 25 points, 9 rebounds, 1 away from a double-double, didn't get it. 18 for Allisha Gray. She was 3 for 9 from the line, They could have used those 6 free throws. Canada with 3 points. We pretty much shut her down. She did have 7 assists. Rhyne Howard with 24 points and 4 boards. She was 5 for 13 from 3. She can get them up. Their bench, not too much production. Borlase with 5, 3 from Pow Pow and Okot, and 2 from Kone. Before we head out, let's take a look at the standings. Let's see if they updated it so far. So the New York Liberty with the win, they move up to 3rd place in the standings, right above Atlanta, who lost 9-4 for the Liberty, 8-4 for the Dream. The Lynx and the Aces have the 1 and 2 spots here. Let's take a look at the Commissioner's Cup standings here. Liberty 4-0 in Commissioner's Cup standings. The E-Means eliminated, so Chicago and Connecticut both eliminated from Commissioner's Cup competition, or competition. Liberty, if they win their next 2 games, they will be the Eastern Conference representative in the Commissioner's Cup, which they've already won 1 time out of their 2 attempts. Or was it 3 attempts? I can't remember. Minnesota is 4-0 in their side of the bracket. All right, y'all. I appreciate everyone who tuned in on TikTok, on YouTube, on Twitch. I'm gonna put that game, the Dallas game, in the Discord, so make sure y'all pop in the Discord in a moment once I get off stream, so you guys don't miss out on that. Appreciate you guys tuning in, and for all the likes, the jewels, the super chats. It's all very much appreciated. I should be back possibly Saturday evening for some games. But otherwise I'll have them in the Discord for you guys. Discord link is in the description on YouTube. It should be in my TikTok. I gotta find a way how to put it on TikTok, but it's you should see it at the top of your screen. Oh, nah, I gotta fix the bar here for the vertical streamers. But yeah, Emil, good question. Who I got winning the World Cup? I'm gonna say France. I'm gonna say France right now. There should be some World Cup games on right now. I was watching the Mexico South Africa game earlier. Mexico was up 2-0 and then I turned it off. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all in the next one. It's Jay Jordan. I'm out. Salute.